This is Taylen Green. This is going to be, I don't have any notes on Taylen Green because it's just so weird. And we've never seen anything like it. So they have him at 7. He should be higher than this, but there's also the chance that, now he said the combine mouth that he is not, they asked him, that also, let's not forget, Lamar Jackson was asked about switching positions at the combine. And they asked Taylen Green the same thing. He says, I'm a quarterback. I'm going to be a quarterback. So he doesn't want teams even to approach him with this, will you be open to playing tight end or wide receiver or any of these things? So
yeah, watch his game film. Watch his game film. There's no reason for him to switch positions because he's an alien and a mutant. And unlike Fernando Mendoza, the consensus #1 quarterback and #1 pick in this draft, he does something that Mendoza doesn't do. That which all quarterbacks should do at especially the NFL level. Keeps his eyes up, keeps his head up.
He does. He's aggressive.
He's aggressive throwing the football. He plays under center. He's used to playing under center as well. He actually takes snaps in shotgun and under center. He knows how to do both. He can run RPOs. He can run play action. When he runs, he looks like a freaking gazelle. It's like watching a majestic creature. He's not a creature, but he's like watching a majestic creature, like a legendary Pokemon fly through the sky. And you see like shards and freaking flowery shit fly off of him. Like, like legendary shit happen. Like it's impossible to tackle him.
I got it. I just thought of it. I got it. So you've seen Avatar, right? The first time that Jake gets in his Avatar body and he's running, that's Taylen Green.
Yes.
The same body type, it's just like, and you see the humans around him, they're all super small and slow. That's Taylen Green. He's an Avatar.
Yeah, but good luck tackling that though, because you can't wrap his legs because his strides are so crazy. You can't even wrap your arms around his legs to wrap him around in a leg tackle. You have to go up and body tackle this 6'6" monster that's running at you at about 25 miles an hour on burst. And by the way, he changes direction at the drop of a hat like Anthony Richardson would on a cut route. You ever notice that? He's freaking nuts.
That's Lamar Jackson to his game in the size. So let me give you my relationship with Taylen Green. So in 2024, I was following all my buddies' college football bets, and in Arkansas covered a lot. So he bet on Arkansas like 6 times. So I don't watch college football that much. So I was just blindly following his picks. So I watched a lot of Arkansas. That was probably my most watched team. And I was watching this guy. I was like, Taylen Green. I was like, I loved him because it was no play was dead. Obviously, the 30-yard rush on a drop of a hat. And I never thought he was an NFL caliber player. I was like, he's so tall. He's so weird release. Not the strongest arm for his size, but strong enough. And so I watched a lot of Taylen Green. And then obviously the combine happened. He had a down year. They got their brains beaten in this season, but they were competitive. They lost a lot of games like 41-35. So let me just combine stuff and the percentiles that we're talking about, because Anthony Richardson blew up the combine 3 years ago. Blew it up. Things we'd never seen from the size, speed, even the arm talent, but had no experience in college, where Taylen Green actually has the experience. So here's the percentiles, the crazy stuff. Height, 6'6", 95 percentile. His wingspan, 100 percentile. 40, 4.36, 100 percentile. And that's at 6'6", 230 pounds. 10-yard split, 1.55, 96 percentile with that size. Vertical jump, 43.5 inches, all-time record for a quarterback. That's almost an all-time record for any player. 100 percentile. Arm length, 97 percentile. Broad jump, 134, 100 percentile. It's not just one category. It's not just 3 categories. It's every category. We've never seen anything like this. And I'm saying this is 3 years removed from us saying we've never seen anything like this with Anthony Richardson, right? And then a couple years before that was Cam Newton. And Cam Newton was a little bit better in real life than these other guys.
Yeah.
Experience, pedigree, Auburn, I get it. But this guy is almost in between the two, right? He's not Cam Newton, clearly. But he's not Anthony Richardson with a half year, not even a full year starting at Florida, where he was not even very good.
No.
Better stats than what Richardson has, more experience, and the freak that he is. You know what it was? This Anthony Richardson was like Kevin Durant, very freakish, very good. Taylen Green is like Wemby. He's like Wemby out there. It's something we've never seen, But is it going to translate, Mouth? And do you see a path for a team? And what kind of team is that? That's going to be like, you know what? We're gonna make this guy work. It's a 2-year project. We're gonna sit him down and we're gonna polish him up a bit.
The Jets have to take a quarterback in this draft. I keep repeating that over and over again because if they don't get Ty Simpson or Carson Beck, they're going to take Taylen Green. They have to walk away with a quarterback in this draft. So one of these QBs will be a Jet. By the way, he's my 4th ranked quarterback. If I haven't mentioned that or done enough of the 4 horsemen sign.
Just because the upside, I have to him at 5 because it's a bad class. Like I said about the same thing with Jarrell, right? I'm going to go with the potential game breaking. He's the only other guy, right? But it's hard for me to even say that because I don't know what this is. Nobody knows what this is.
By the way, I have him very close to switching out with Carson Beck because of the insane combine and the fact that he has the years of experience. But I made sure when I studied his game film, from his worst season, which was 2025. And I still find him to be a mutant alien with unbelievable skills, and he just had no weapons but Omega Blake. Like, literally, he had no weapons but Omega Blake.
Can I give you some negatives before you give me your slip session on him? Because there's a couple negatives. And obviously, there's some glaring ones, but I want to give you a couple other ones. So his throwing motion's funky, and it's not.
Yeah.
I'm going to go back to a guy like Byron Leftwich. Okay,
I was going to get into that.
It's not Byron Leftwich. I stole it from you.
Yeah.
Great minds think.
I was going to go more Dante Culpepper, but
yeah,
because we have seen this before.
Between those two.
We've seen this because we have seen this before. It's called Dante Culpepper.
But Byron Leftwich didn't work. Now, Byron Leftwich had that almost like he was making his like a full like O. He was like the arm did this. It's not quite that. It's right between the two. That's a concern. The completion percentage, again, I know he's a raw prospect, but that is also a concern. And he has ball security issues. And like, Lamar still has all these years into his career where he's just so loosey-goosey with the ball. And part of Taylen Green's problem is he's so fucking big. It's so much harder for him to actually get the ball close to his body. It's an extra move, right? Because his arms are so far apart. So that's going to be an ongoing problem, turnovers. In the NFL game, you can't have turnovers. But like those are some little nitpicks, but like those are big things. Throwing motion, and it's not the quickest release. Again, with those long arms, it's going to be hard to have a quick release, but he can kind of mask those with some of the other things he does. So I just wanted to bring up a couple of those things. And I will say this, his post-snap and pre-snap stuff is not ideal. Again, raw, young guy.
It's terrible. Actually, no. Not ideal, more like fucking awful. Okay, we'll just go straight into the nitty-gritty and tell the truth here on Professional Fanatics. Effing awful is his pre-snap and post-snap actions, and great. Like, he needs his O-lineman to do everything for him, from change protections, call audibles, and all that shit. But this is why it depends where he lands. This is why I keep saying the Jets. And I know everybody keeps on, and I know what you're thinking. I keep saying that the Jets are a monumentally shitty organization, but right now they happen to have the correct OC in Frank Reich, who once Aaron Glenn proves himself to be, somebody who drinks paint thinner for a living, he's going to be fired. Frank Reich's going to be hired. Frank Reich will be retained, and then you'll be able to go on with competent coaching and offensive play calling going forward from there. That's why Frank Reich's been put on this staff.
I want to ask you this question. With the combine that, obviously Richardson had, and then Taylen Green even topped that, we mentioned. We all know Anthony Richardson. Obviously, I think Chris Ballard should have been fired for that pick, and just some of the other things he's done. The Sauce Gardner trade, I think that guy. If you talk about drinking paint thinner, that dude's a clown. And he is an extension of Jim Irsay. He must be taking some pills. I'm just saying, like the apple doesn't fall far from the tree, whatever that saying is. I'm not good at these sayings. I think that's a saying. Chris Ballard's terrible. He made that pick. we all agree it was such a big prospect. It was such a big leap for him to be drafted, Anthony Richardson, that is. So who would you take? Who is a better prospect, Anthony Richardson or Taylen Green, in your
Taylen
mind?
Green. Taylen
You try to
Green
keep out the
by a
fact that
million miles.
Richardson flamed out so much. Like, let's just go after college coming out. Really?
No,
You
no,
really
no, no.
think so?
I really think Taylen Green, because if I were to look, like, erase the names from their profile, I look at the two resumes. I watch the players. Let's say I erase it. I have no idea who they are. Like, somehow I got MIB memory swiped. I look at a kid who's combine. I look at the two combines. Both of them are unbelievable. I look at the game film. I see two players who are both extremely athletic but very raw. I look at one kid who's had multiple years experience in the college level, and I look at one kid who's had 15 games total started between high school and college. I'm picking Taylen Green.
That is all accurate. I'm still taking Anthony Richardson, and I want to say one thing. Taylen Green has to want, like, you remember the scene in Billy Madison where Steve Buscemi's like crossing off his hit list of like people he wants to kill with a fucking lipstick. Taylen Green should want to murder Anthony Richardson, because if it wasn't for Anthony Richardson, Taylen Green would have been a first-round pick. But the cautionary tale of what happened, he's got to be furious. But this is why I think Anthony Richardson's a better prospect.
And now I'll tell you why.
Arm talent. Anthony Richardson has some of the best arm talent we've ever seen. Now, it's very erratic. It's very bad underneath. I'm talking about deep down the field. Like, this dude has an A+ arm. Taylen Green, I would say, is a B arm strength, which is fine. He's a little
more accurate, though. I would say Taylen Green's a little more accurate than Anthony Richardson.
But we're talking about tools, and these guys are both working. We're talking about tools to work with. And it's the weight thing. It's the weight thing. Taylen Green is slight. 227 at 6'6". Richardson's 240 plus. Now, with that being said, with that weight, Anthony Richardson still couldn't fucking stay healthy, which is the craziest thing that we're talking about, is that, you know, Cam Newton, we saw for years. Eventually he broke down, but he always stayed healthy, and he was getting destroyed. And Anthony Richardson's much closer to Cam Newton size than he is Taylen Green size. So that's why I'm taking Richardson. I would not say Richardson was a first-round pick. He should have been probably a late second-round pick, and I feel like Taylen Green should be a mid to early third-round pick. So they're close for me. That's why I still have faith in Anthony Richardson. He is 20. Is he 23 years old right now? Is that how old Anthony Richardson is? Yeah,
he's about like what, 20? I think he's 22. I want to say.
Let me take a look.
He was drafted. He was 20. He was drafted. He was 20 years old. I want to say he's 22 years old. Anthony Richardson. Taylen Green is older than him.
He's 23. He's gonna be 24. So they're about the same age then, right?
Yeah, Taylen Green's older than him. No.
Taylen Green is 6 months younger than Anthony Richardson.
Okay.
I'm just saying.
Sorry.
So I would still personally I want Anthony Richardson right now over Taylen Green. I'm sorry, I do. He's NFL experience. It's not been good.
Okay, right now.
No, but the thing is, you can fetch Anthony Richardson right now for a 4th-round pick. Is that fair?
Yeah, you can. I think you can fetch Taylen Green for a 4th-round pick.
Okay, I guess it's close then. I guess it's close.
Because I don't think the Jets are taking him any earlier than a 4th-round pick, because that's where rumors are speaking about the Jets looking at him to take him if they were going to take a Taylen Green if they miss out on Simpson and Beck.
Do you have any other landing spots that come to mind that could work besides the Jets? Obviously, you always throw the Ravens out there as a project behind Lamar. Now,
Eagles.
Obviously, you don't want him as your backup.
The Eagles.
And the Eagles could use him in a plethora of ways. A Taysom Hill. Now, whether he'd be willing to do it too, because they're not switching his position. To say, hey, kid, play 6 snaps, line up in the backfield with Jalen Hurts and Saquon Barkley, and fuck teams' minds up, dude.
Yeah, and let me tell you something else. Taylen Green, if you look at comps, they comp him to Jalen Hurts. They say Jalen Hurts with a better arm.
Yeah, I did not like Jalen Hurts' film coming out, and he went 50th overall, I think, in the NFL draft. But the difference is Jalen Hurts is no denying a real man. Like, that dude is one of the strongest lower bodies, strongest players ever. Like, that dude's there's a reason the tush push was a thing. It's because that guy is a superhuman. Also ran a 4.5, which is pretty goddamn good for that weight. I don't know what happened to Jalen Hurts' speed, by the way. It's gone. You know, the tush push probably took it out of him. He's got to be 4.7 now.
Well, multiple leg injury. Well, leg injuries too got it out of him. He's had multiple lower body injuries over the course of his career.
Let us know in the chat what you guys think of Taylen Green, because this is just a very hard player to dissect. Again, the thing is, we have a comp. We have a recent thing that just happened with Anthony Richardson. It's really close. Just everything about him besides the experience. And then what you said, Mouth, is that Taylen Green has multiple years playing in the SEC on a bad team, which I always say I like my quarterbacks coming out to build character by getting their brains beaten in and playing on inferior teams, opposed to the,
that's why I'm surprised he's not higher on your.
Never work.
I'm surprised you don't have him higher than Aller.
Five's pretty high. I mean,
I'm surprised you don't have him higher than Aller, though. That's what I'm saying. Like, you know, I was surprised that you didn't have Taylen Green a little higher than you did.
You know what's funny is that me and Story did our pre-combine show, and no one was talking about Taylen Green before the combine, before he like lit it on fire. And we both talked about him for 10 minutes, how much we love him. And we also talked about Mike Washington. Now we're like lower on, because I'm not going to change my perception of a player because of Underwear Olympics as much. I'm going to, it reaffirms what I liked about him, but we already knew me and Story already knew Mike Washington and Taylen Green, maybe not to the degree they blew it up. We already knew they were that elite of athletes. So like the rest of the world that isn't as in tune with it is just like, they're like, oh my God, this guy, I never heard of him. It's like, I've been watching Taylen Green for 2 years. I've known about Mike Washington since I started watching film, and I was like, this guy's Raheem Mostert. I knew about this. So like, it doesn't change the blemishes I see in their game. Like, I'm not going to just disregard some of the issues I've seen with these guys, because clearly there's issues with these guys. I mean, Taylen Green especially. So.
Yeah, of course. I mean, you have to wonder about his ability to stay in the pocket and play in structure. You have to wonder about, can he actually stand and deliver a football? He's always running out of the pocket. He's always rolling out. Can he actually, like, he has to stand and play in structure in the NFL. He's not going to be able to run away from these DNs in the NFL. It's just not going to happen. Like when guys like Myles Garrett are chasing him down, I don't care how fast you run, you're not faster than Myles Garrett.
All right, we have let's do a little power round. We have 3 more quarterbacks to talk about, but they're going late. We have, let's see, it's the South Dakota guy. So it's Cole Payton, Sawyer Robertson, and Diego Pavia to talk about. I have to go to the bathroom and real quick pee and then grab a beer before we talk about these guys. So I'm going to play a clip here. And Mouth, if I'm not back in time, you can start with, let's just do a broad discussion. A couple guys you like, a guy you like, guy you hate, a guy you see some upside in. I'm going to play a clip and then I'll be back with those 3 names. Let me get a long one. Here you go. My favorite, Key and Peele. Shout out Key and Peele.
Jay Quellen. No Jay Quellen here?
Do you mean Jacqueline?
Okay, so that's how it's gonna be. Balake. Where is Balake at? Yes, sir.
My name's Blake.
Are you out of your goddamn mind? Do you want to go to war, Balake?
No.
D Nice. Is there a D Nice?
Do you mean Denise?
Son of a bitch. Hey, Ron. Where are you? Where is Ron right now?
Here.
You know, I said it like 4 times, so why didn't you say it